Hello everybody. I thought I would just sit down today and talk about some of the journaling goodies that I have acquired over the last month or so. Most everybody in this community uses this stuff already. I'm just really late on the uptake with a lot of things. I just have a lot of reservations about starting new things or like dipping into different supplies for me because I have tended to kind of go whole hog into something and spend money on everything under the sun. So I've been trying to slowly ease into things just to make sure I really like it and I don't go overboard on it, because I don't want to spend a ton of money on something if in the end I find out that it's not for me and then I've got like this entire collection of stuff. So let's just dive right in. I was gonna do like separate videos concentrating on like each thing, and that's just not gonna happen. So we'll just do this informal sit down thing. I've got my journal here because I've tested some of these things out in here that I want to show you. But this is a new acquisition for me. I recently posted a photo of this on Instagram. This is my new B6 Slim folio. It's by Eberhart Studio on Etsy, and I didn't have a proper folio for my Nanami cafe note. And I was previously using a Lacao, but it had traveler's notebook strings, and I saw this piece of branded leather and I thought, well, now is the perfect time to go ahead and get a proper folio for my notebook, which I've been in for September, October. Yeah, so I'm gonna be in this for like a little while. I'm just taking my time journaling with this. I'm not pushing myself. I've been skipping some days here and there, and I'm thoroughly enjoying this. I love it so much, and I'm just really taking it easy with it, and that's just how things are going right now, and I'm really cool with it. So I'll get to enjoy this cover for a while, but I will have her shop linked below. She's kind of like, she's a brand new shop, so she's really honing her skills, and it's a very boutique kind of experience where she really likes to converse with you one-on-one. Her name is Yayi, by the way, but she likes to converse one-on-one, and she will even go out and find specific leathers and leather pieces that you're looking for. So it is quite a personal experience. But you know, I love this cover, this leather and everything, but it's not completely perfect. I mean, I know you can see right here, you know, some of the stitchers of getting out of line, but I'm totally okay with that because I'm actually thinking about getting some stamps and like stamping on this nude leather. And for some reason, like, even though it's kind of a little out of whack right there, it doesn't translate to the front. So I'm cool with it. I love this leather. It is an oil tanned leather, but it doesn't feel like any oil tans that I have experienced in the past. You know what it feels like? It feels like an oil tanned leather that's desperately trying to be a hand-stitched leather tee and made it halfway there. So it's really cool. I really love it. I think it's beautiful visually, but when I actually got it and got to hold it, it was just like a whole nother level. So I really have been enjoying this cover so much. And then Yayi has this like signature slanted front pocket, and I think that's really cool and innovative. I feel like it's a little bit difficult to be innovative with leather covers these days because the market has become more saturated than ever, I think. But she did it with this. This is so cool. I have not seen anybody else do this. And she even told me the story behind this, where she liked the vertical pocket for how much security it offers, especially when you have your elastic closure on it. But then she visually liked the upright pocket, so this was kind of her like halfway between the two, and it's so charming. I really love it. So and also her products are really cheap right now. You know, this B6 Slim folio can run around $100 for for most shops, but in total, I paid $46 for this. And it shipped like super fast. I'll have all the details down below if you're interested, but really, really happy with this. I have my ephemera. This is the letter that I wrote to myself in December 2018. And so I'm going to open it next month. What is even happening? And I have a thing for butterflies now, apparently. I kid you not, there's a video where I say bad things about butterflies and how I don't like them and how they're always so cutesy and they're just not my style. And ever since I said that, I have been obsessed with butterflies. I don't know. The universe is laughing at me, but just to save my own butt, I still don't like cutesy butterflies. I like more realistic ones. So, Robin at Talks from the Heart sent this to me. So I just kind of like stuck them down on there because I like the way, this came together. And apparently I'm just really digging browns. I really, really love it. Okay. So that's enough of that. Speaking of butterflies, I have these stamps. So I went to, where did I go? I think I was at AC Moore, and I always pass by the stamp section and never give it a second look, ever. And then I randomly did last, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago or something. And I saw, I think it was, no, it was this. Yeah, I saw this butterfly stamp or moth, I don't know, but I loved it. It just drew me in. And then I think I also got this stamp and this one. And I mean, these are so clunky, these like wood block stamps, but it just like popped in my head and I was like, I need to use these in my journal, like right away. I need them now. And ever since I've been adding a little bit, I need to stay away from the shops because I've gotten stamps from AC Moore, Michaels, and Joanne Fabrics. So, so gorgeous. So I have a thing for really detailed florals. I don't like anything overly cutesy. So my florals tend to look like this. My skull, I showed this on Instagram. I love this thing. I used it for when I was writing around Halloween time. And it's got a butterfly on it. Oh my gosh. So I have a thing. I love sugar skulls and stuff. And I love the florals in this. And the butterfly, of course. And then I have all of these butterflies. So yeah. So should I show you what they look like stamped? I went ahead and... So I don't have a big stash at all. I'm missing like the orangey one, but I just got like the 4-pack of the Versa Magic inks because these do really well on Tomoe River paper. This is the 52 GSM and they don't bleed through or anything, but they're not waterproof, right? I think they're not. So anyway, I have the 3 smaller stamps here and they're so beautiful. I love them. And then the first one that started it all right there. It's like such beautiful detail. And then this is a recent one. This is actually the very first time I've ever stamped this. So gorgeous. And then this beautiful thing. And I know people, when they usually have stamps, they're coloring it in or even watercoloring. They'll use, somebody suggested waterproof ink and then watercolors, but dude, I ain't there yet. So I like the kind of plain, just the ink stamped on, just monochromatic kind of deal that's happening. And this is my favorite stamp. Well, actually, this is my favorite stamp, but I'm not going to use it all the time. So other than this one, this is my favorite, like, everyday stamp. There it is. I had to just, like, lay books over my journaling. So this is, like, on my journal page. I just stamped it in the corner, and it's so beautiful. I'm obsessed. I love it. And then I'll show the sugar skull too. And there's that one. Oh my gosh. Like the detail is just so gorgeous. And I added these, they were just, it was like a roll of washi tape, and I just kind of ripped off pieces of bats and put them all over, and I just love it. Yeah, so I've been really having a lot of fun testing the waters with stamping. And oh, I did get this too. I got this Tim Holtz little packet. I don't want this stencil, but I got it for these stamps, and I subsequently got an acrylic block to put them on because I guess that's what people do. But I don't like most of the things that are in here. I really bought it for this stamp there because that's a floral that I could really get along with. And this floral here. I don't know if that picks up very well, but yeah, those two florals and that's it. Everything else can just take a seat. But I liked the sizes of these. I love big, impactful pieces of art. So I don't want to go super tiny. This is like, these things are pretty much as tiny as I would like to go. Because I like it to really be a statement on my page. So anyway, having lots of fun with that. And then the stencils. So I don't like the ones that came with the Tim Holtz, but I did end up getting this from Michael's, I think. And florals, because I'm really obsessed with a specific type of floral and, you know, a very specific type of butterfly. I do like beetles too, like the kind of gilded type of beetles. I think I have a washi tape. Did I not bring it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, so this washi tape with these beautiful butterflies on it with foiling, but then it also has these beetles on it. And I really love that. I wish I could find more things with beetles. If you know of anything, die cuts, even like big die cuts or something with beetles, I would love to know, because I'd love to stick a beetle in there. I don't know why I hate bugs, but there you go. I don't understand anything about myself. So I like these too, but I don't really care for these. So I'm thinking of just like cutting that off. I really only want things that I really love. So I'm really enjoying these. I've used these a few times. And then Robin at Talks from the Heart went to Joann's and she found these. This was like one big sheet. And I ended up just cutting it down so it would fit into my, like my pen case. I have a video about that too. I'll link that down below. But I really like these butterflies. There were a lot of different options, but some of them were like really spacious and kind of cutesy, and they had such a selection at her store, and she was pulling out all these and saying, you know, I'll get these for you and everything. And literally I only wanted this one. I was like, no, I don't like that one. I don't like that one. Just this one. This is the one. So I'm being picky about it, and I need to be, because I don't need 1.5 million stencils to bring with me. And the other thing with stencils, so the reason it took me forever to get with stencils, first of all, I feel like number stencils are really popular. I see it so much. It's beautiful. I love seeing people's pages when they use the stencils to write out their dates and their journal entries and fill them in with watercolor and everything. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous. I am not attracted to that whatsoever in like doing it in my own journal. I won't use number stencils. And stencils, when I usually see them, when they're any kind of graphic or anything, they tend to be really oversimplistic and on purpose. You know, it's a stencil. So, and especially like with a butterfly, they tend to be really simple. And I don't like that kind of chopped up stencil-y look. So I gravitate towards things that don't have such a choppy, blocky kind of look to them. or ones that I can quickly doctor with extra pen strokes to make them look less choppy. Yeah, so I don't know, just like a hang up of mine. Does anybody else feel that way? Yeah. But so yeah, I'm happy with these, and I keep them with me at all times, and they are really super quick and fun to just kind of lay on your page, fill in really quick, and just have something different besides the usual sticker and washi tape that I usually use to embellish a page. So really happy with those and having so much fun with them. Likewise, if you have any suggestions for really fun stencils in the kind of style that I'm looking for, then by all means, enable me. Okay, so the next thing, I've been talking about how I'm into fountain pens lately, and in particular, sheening inks. I did try a shimmery ink. I tried a diamine, is that the way you pronounce the brand? Diamine shimmering ink, and I did not like it. I didn't like it. The shimmer wasn't enough, but also the like shimmer flecks, they come off. They were all over the next page and they like fell off. So didn't like it. Love the sheening inks, but I did get a glass dip pen. This is just from Amazon. I'll link it, of course, but I'm getting lots of samples. Like, look at me being responsible and not going all in with full jars of every ink that even piques my interest. So I'm getting little samples, usually from Goulet, well, only from Goulet pens. What am I talking about? So then I got this to be able to test all of the inks without having to completely ink up a pen. So what I'm gonna do is, I have these notebooks, hang on. I've got all these things. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, I'm planning on putting together like a swatch book of all of my inks, but on all kinds of different papers. So this was a pack. What is this? Oh, this is Clairefontaine paper. So I try to gather together papers that have a good reputation with fountain pens, and I'm really excited to see how the inks that I have react to the different papers, because I'm curious to see if I'll find a new favorite or if a particular ink works extra well on a particular paper. So this is Clairefontaine, and I think what I'm going to do is use this as like the base notebook. And what I'm planning to do is just maybe tape in pieces of the other papers on a page. Anyway, I'm talking about it like I know what I'm doing right now, but I don't yet. But so I have Clairefontaine, and then Nimacine. That's what I'm going with. Maruman Nimacine paper. This paper, like all these papers, they feel awesome. You know, I'm such a Tomoe River paper loyalist, so I haven't even felt what other papers feel like, and I am really excited to see how ink performs on these because they feel amazing. So Clairefontaine, Nimacine, I got a Rhodia pad to use. This is, how do you say this? Apica? Apica? Probably not. I think it's Apica. Okay. Which feels like so smooth. Like this is super smooth. So I have that. And then the books that I have cut down, I always recommend you save the pieces that you get chopped off. I get my books cut down at FedEx, and I ask them to keep the parts that they cut off. So this is Midori MD paper. This is Tomoe River paper, 52 GSM. This is from the Hobonichi Plain Notebook. And this is Tomoe River paper, but it is the 68 GSM. And this was cut off of a Enigma notebook. Nope, a Breeze notebook. So I've got all these different types of papers, and I'm just thinking of like cutting little strips, swatching out the ink, and like putting, I mean, I'm already talking about it. I might as well just keep talking about it. But like on one spread, I was going to test one ink, but then have pieces of each of the different papers on here. And that way I can see how they perform on one. And I was thinking maybe just taping one edge of each scrap paper on here so I could flip it over and have reference to how it bleeds through. Anyway, that's a project that is in my dreams. Will it come to fruition? I'm not promising anything, and I also wanted it in this pocket-sized notebook because it's compact and it will fit in my pen case. This one, like, so I can just like keep it in here for reference or keep it in my journaling setup. I'm not going to journal in a pocket, so every size I journal in will be bigger than this. So in theory, this will fit in any setup that I have. I don't know that I need to keep it on me. And once I start taping paper in here, it's gonna get pretty bulky, I imagine. I don't know. This is all just in my head right now. It could crash and burn, but that's the idea anyway. And I just wanted to show my pen and everything like that. So anyway, these are the things that I've gotten recently and that I've been enjoying recently. And I just wanted to share it with you guys and just kind of touch base again. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you all again soon. Bye.